Welcome to Pink Sock Podcast. We've got Garak and Naomi today. Garak is suffering from a cold, the flu, AIDS. What's wrong with you?
All of the above.
You shouldn't have been messing with them older ladies, man. They'll give you something that you never had before.
I thought you said that meant that you shouldn't be messing with, aliens. I'm like, whoa, bro, I won't get that far.
Dude, if aliens are real, dude, I want to clap them alien cheeks. Would you fuck an alien? You wouldn't? What if it's like a hot alien? Like that chick from Star Trek.
That's different.
She's an alien. You're like, I wouldn't fucking alien. Well, if she looked like the chick from Star Trek, maybe.
Yeah.
How much money would it take for you to fuck somebody that looks like Jabba the Hutt? No, just no. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Marta. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Adam Garak, Mike Usnick, and Ears.
Happy early Tuesday morning here from Down Under, fools.
Down Under, fools. Speaking of
happy Monday evening.
Speaking of mornings or evenings or whatever, let's get some promotional material out of the way. We have next week. We're going to announce it now because fuck it. Let's get this out of the way. Jeff Towers is going to be joining us. He's played with a lot of great musicians. He's got his own band. Their name is Bad Habits Die Hard. He's also in the band Ox Train. He's also been production assistant and drum tech for name an artist. He's probably done something for him. I'm not going to sit here and read the entire list. He's done shit for the Rolling Stones, Cheech and Chong, Your Mom's Ass. I mean, whoever you can think of, he's produced. I think he was the producer of Two Girls, One Cup, maybe. I don't know.
I should name my band that.
Two Girls, One Cup?
Yeah.
What is it? Like, remember back, I don't know if this was popular in Australia.
It'd be like Thrashcore.
But remember when kids were, and people were like using cups as an instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you guys are going to do.
Yeah, I can name my band that. Two Girls, One Cup. What's your genre of music? Thrashcore.
Thrashcore?
Yeah, so it's just like thrash metal / just metalcore.
I would love to combine genres that shouldn't be combined.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
Or combined or whatever the word is. Like polka core. Crossover polka thrash.
We can tour with Anthrax with that too.
Or blue metal. It's like black metal but bluegrass. Like, could you imagine the band going? That sounds like Guar.
You like that video that I sent you? Did I tag you in?
I loved it.
Yeah, that's so cool though.
So, do you listen to bands like Guar and shit, or no? We haven't really discussed Guar on the show.
If it pops up on my Spotify playlist, yeah.
It's fun to listen to Guar and sing along in public to confuse the fuck out of people.
Oh yeah.
Especially
try that.
Especially their song "Fucking an Animal." Have you ever heard that song "Fucking an Animal"?
No.
I was reading Andy's comment. It says distorted violins. Fuck yeah.
Distorted violins. Yes. When you put it on like a whammy bar.
He's like the invention of that now. Own that right, man. Own that right.
Put a whammy bar on a violin. That would be...
a wah pedal and have a wah pedal battle versus like Kirk Hammett. So like there's like this sort of violin. There's him playing his guitar.
Well, could you bend in tune on the violin? Is my question.
Oh, you fucking make it too.
So, I was informed recently. I wasn't really going to discuss this, but fuck it, why not? Why do people feel the need to hate on people?
Because people are assholes.
Like recently, I was informed. recently I was informed that somebody is talking shit about podcasters, saying that certain ones are horrible hosts or whatever. And I guess my name was brought up. I'm like, if you think you can do better, fucking try it.
Who is he?
I'm not going to make it public knowledge. I'm better than that.
I'll kick his ass, or try to. But anyway,
It's a her. It's women always start drama.
I won't touch that then.
I try not to.
But like my thought is if you're saying, like, if you're gonna talk shit, at least say it to my fucking face.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, maybe get like let that person be like, you know, be in your shoes and try and do this fucking thing.
Like
It's
people
not
are.
as easy as what people think it is.
No.
The thing is, a lot of people are two-faced because this same person was nice to me every time I've encountered and talked to them. Didn't talk to them much, but like I experienced very similar. This is kind of different, but similar. I'm kind of ranting and raving, but I had an ex one time who was telling people that I was stalking her because I was at the same show she was. We have the same taste in music. There were concert tickets I had when we were together.
Yeah.
Well, she was saying this shit, so I called her out on it, and she's like, well, I never said that stuff. They're just making it up. Until months later, somebody came with fucking proof that she was saying that shit. And come to find out, it's because she was, I don't know if she was cheating or whatever, but she ended up leaving me for somebody else. She wanted herself to look better.
Yeah.
Why the fuck? Like, I don't know. If you don't like something, like, don't fucking listen to it. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. Go fuck yourself. I'm doing what I love.
That's right, Anders. If they don't like it, nobody's making them watch it, so find something else to watch.
Yeah,
You know-
exactly. Watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you fool.
Keeping with the Kardashians. Do they still
Why
have that?
not?
Do they still have that shit on TV? Keeping with the Kardashians.
Yeah, I think they're on the final season, and they're like
I don't
crying
watch it.
over it, and yeah, I'm just like, yeah, you fake bitches.
I bet you the series finale is going to be the sex tape between Kanye West and fucking Jeffree. What's his name? Jeffree Star or whatever he cheated on. her with.
Maybe. Hey, at least he's doing much better now. Travis Barker, on the other hand, downgraded. I'm sorry. I like Travis Barker, and he's a great, like, he's a cool dude. He's a great drummer, but dude, you could do better. And like, there was one when he was grabbing her ass or something. I made a comment that says, "If it's simple, if it jiggles, it's fat."
If it farts, it's for me. You know what you don't say during sex, and I learned this many years ago.
Daddy.
When you're doing a woman from behind, if she farts, do not go, shh, you're next. Don't do that. Settle down a little, buddy.
I'm gonna write that down.
You're like, I need to try this.
Yeah. Hey, can we do this? What do you mean? You're next.
Am I the only one that finds it weird? I know I'm not because I've seen posts about it. But am I the only one that finds it weird that, like, as a society, we decided that, hey, this baby's dick doesn't look satisfying, so let's chop the skin off of it. Like, am I the only one that think that's weird?
Yeah.
That we're like, oh yeah, we need to chop this dick skin off. Like, what? What? Is it like a religious thing? Like, God doesn't like dick skin, so let's just cut it off. Like, what?
Dick skin.
That's the name of our new band, Dick Skin.
We're gonna opening up a Slipknot.
we wear
That
masks.
would be a combination.
People equals dicks. People equals dicks.
People equals dicks. Fucking no. If we were going to be a Slipknot parody band, our name is Dick Snot.
Dick snot.
Dick Snot.
Yeah, dick snot. Yeah. We're dick snot, and we're here to rip your dicks.
You know, if you ever use that term as like a nickname for sperm, the woman would never hook up with you ever again.
Or slip knob.
Slip knob.
Slipknot. Yeah,
just
that
start
could be
a
my side. That could be like my acoustic side project then, like what Corey Taylor does.
No, that's when we do shows unmasked. We need to start a rap group called Slob Knob.
Maybe like a crossover of Slipknot and Body Count.
No live shit.
Who says you can take a shit? Hey, what's up, Ken?
What's up? What's up, Connect? Anders is like too transparent. My shit is not transparent. My shit is pretty solid, and you cannot see through it unless I have diarrhea.
Oh God, I can't laugh right now. My throat's so fucked.
Well, I mean, I told you to not try that glory hole, but you wanted to try it. You're like,
I didn't know it was an alien. Fuck.
Dude, I want to start a restaurant called Glory Hole. Hear me out. Where we serve the food through a glory hole. You like walk up and you don't even order food. We just give you random whatever we choose. We choose what you eat. And we just put it through the hole in the wall and you got to eat it. What do you think?
I guess so.
You just like slide in like 10, 15 bucks and we slip random fucking food through a hole in the wall. Do you think OSHA would get on our shit for that, or the health department?
Maybe.
And our we have a wine fountain that looks like a urinal.
What would the advertisement be? You can slide in and we'll slip your food out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You come in and we come out. That's gonna be
It's like the In-N-Out burger.
Oh shit.
You too, buddy.
That's hilarious. Like, dude, like your table that you sit at, you walk into a stall and you sit down, and the waiter comes up to the hole in the wall and is like, puts the hand out, you give the money, and they slip the food through. And the chairs look like toilets. This is fucking brilliant.
And then, you know, that one.
I need to get a hold of Brandon Power, see if he wants to make a new restaurant.
You do a part 2 of him or something like that, man.
Oh, I'm working on it. I'm just got to find time because I plan on doing one at the Golden Tiki.
That'd be cool.
Like actually at the Tiki. I just have to figure out when I have time and he has time.
Yeah, yeah.
I also want to do a Mike Fasano part 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to go more in depth about his sack.
Oh, I'm sure there's more stories about his sack.
That's still like one of the craziest yet. It was a crazy conversation, not because what was said. Yes, I love the music video to Glory.
Oh, I've watched it as well, yeah.
We actually are going to sell a milkshake that we're going to squirt through the Glory hole at you.
Free milkshakes for everybody.
By the way, for those keeping track, this is my 3rd bottle of water, and people are probably wondering why is Mike dehydrated. In fucking Arizona, it's like been 100 degrees at least 100 degrees all day. It's been 118 during the day. So yeah, I need water.
Plenty of water.
Fuck. But what's gonna suck here soon is we're gonna have monsoon season, which is 118 degrees with high humidity, or somewhere around that degree range, and possibility of rain and floods.
I reckon I'll dig your weather over there if I ever go to Arizona.
Dude, if you ever come
to, because I'm used to the hot weather down here when it's summer.
Yeah, but we have less animals here that will kill you. You should live out here. It's like Australia, but less animals that'll kill you, which says a lot because every animal in Arizona is designed to kill you too. But
yeah.
It was 81 today here, and that's hot enough.
That's fucking cold.
It's hot to me.
Right now, let me tell you what the degrees is right now.
It's 13 degrees here now.
You guys are on Celsius though, right?
Yeah.
This is Fahrenheit.
I was hoping yours is Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fahrenheit.
It's 80 degrees.
It's
80 degrees Celsius. What would that be in Fahrenheit?
Don't want to know.
Keep in mind, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh gosh.
Damn.
Fucking in.
So 80 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm going to type this in, and Google's going to be like, you should be dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
80 degrees Celsius. My phone won't even let me say that it's Celsius. 176 degrees Fahrenheit.
Gosh.
Wow.
To put that into perspective, the hottest place in the United States only hits 135 degrees.
Fucking hell. Like the hottest it's been here has been like well maybe in different places. The place that I was working at the time when the bushfires was happening down the coast, it was 41 degrees, and I was working in a kitchen at 41 degree heat, plus with all the ovens on.
You said 41
Oh,
degrees?
gosh.
Yeah, that's like hot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like 100 and something degrees in Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Something like that. And plus with all the ovens on and like having a busy service, it was pretty fucked up.
Florida, I would check out Florida. Actually, funny story. Sorry to interrupt, Adam. I just saw the comment. When Tony had to go to college, his choice was either Florida or Arizona. Now, I would love to visit Florida, but I would not live there for a year. Fucking alligators and floods and 100 and some degrees with high humidity. Fuck that. All right. But the women in Florida.
Damn.
But they got to be crazy. They live there.
Yeah.
like, I don't know. You should come to Arizona, Greg.
Yeah, I'll be that one weird guy with an Aussie accent.
You'd be the one guy, with a weird guy with an Aussie accent, and you're going to be walking around in 120 degree weather wearing a jacket.
Yeah, pretty much. Yo, bitches, this is nothing.
I was going to be in Arizona last year, and then my holiday got cancelled.
What were you coming to Arizona for?
We're going to do a holiday in America and go to the Grand Canyon and see some sights around there.
I'm going to the Grand Canyon in September.
Oh, lovely.
And
I still haven't seen it.
I'm going to be spending a day in Vegas.
Yeah.
I might be going to the Golden Tiki, but not to interview Brandon. It's going to be a buddy of mine's flying out here to visit. And I'm going to be flying back home because I'm going to Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville, Kentucky. One promotional thing I didn't do, Connect. You can put this in the chat because I've been awful at keeping track of podcasts. My apologies. But if Voice It has a guest coming up, put it in the chat. We will pop it up on the screen. And who's Ryan interviewing tomorrow?
Steve Hunt.
Steve Hunter?
Yeah, that's
it.
So go check out In the Trenches with Ryan Roxy with Steve Hunter tomorrow. I'm sorry.
When you were saying that, like, if the Voice of Show has a guest, bring him here.
Yeah, bring him on here. No, just let us know in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm ill prepared today. I didn't have time to really get all of the promotional shit for people up.
You're just sending me memes.
Yeah, I was too busy sending you memes. I'll be honest. Last night I was going to do all that fun stuff, and it's been a busy freaking week. Work has been kind of stressful, so I just went ahead and I smoked. And the thing is, with work, is our AC's not working.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
And I temped the kitchen. It was about 87 degrees the other day. And that's hot for a fucking kitchen. Greg will tell you that. That's fucking hot. But they kind of pissed me off because they knew we need an AC. They just didn't want to come out till Monday because on the weekends they charge extra. Fuck you.
You guys have air conditions? We have air vents.
What's an air? What do you mean by air vent?
Like like an inbuilt or like a little like a little like the fan hoods for underneath the grill.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it just sucks all the.
We have those too, but we also have an air conditioner. We need one, dude. It's like 100 and fuck
Yeah,
outside.
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely need one.
I've worked in small kitchens the size of like my room with me and one person, and it's like maybe almost 40-degree heat. Everything's all on. It gets fucking hot in there, bro.
It's crazy. Yeah, Black Label Society is going to Ohio, but I'm not going to be in Ohio in October. I'm going to be in Ohio in September. But Black Label Society is doing a show in Las Vegas that I might go to.
Nice.
It's hilarious because Tony was like, Black Label Society's coming near, and I'm like, okay, what biker club is it at? And he's like, they're not playing at a biker club, but that's a really good guess. Yeah, you need AC in the kitchen. It's not as hot as it is outside in the kitchen, but it's still fucking miserable.
And you have to wear pants too, eh?
Yeah, I have to wear pants.
No, like seriously, because I've worked in some kitchens where I wear shorts.
Oh, okay. Like, what job allows you to walk around with no fucking pants in your underwear?
Oh, dude.
Dude, I can't do that at work. You know why? In the kitchen, we're in charge of taking the food out.
That's all right, man. Dude.
A lot of kitchens.
Hey, tell them it's hot and needs some air.
A lot of kitchens don't care if you wear shorts or not because you're just in the kitchen. Customers don't see you.
Yeah.
But we take food out. So that's a fucking difference.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah.
See, I'm lucky. I don't have to do that. We have little buzzers.
Little buzzers.
We give them. Yeah. So when the food's ready, we just press the number and it goes off.
I don't work in a kitchen like you, though, Greg. I work in an easier atmosphere. All the food's pre-cooked. You just throw it in the oven or deep fry it.
Oh, man, that's cheating.
No, the way it's designed.
That's how Taco Bell cooks their shit, bro.
No, this is a gas station, though. It's not like a sit-down restaurant type thing. What it is we have this like hot case in a pizza case, and we take food out, put it in there, and they serve it to the customers.
Yeah.
So whenever the food gets low, we run more out, and they just give it to the customers out of this. It looks like kind of like a buffet, but it's not. It's hard to explain.
Until I see it.
When the AC's broken, I just chill out in the cooler until they need food.
I would do the same thing too, man.
I open up the cooler door like long enough to get it cooled down in there.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
How
many of you are in there?
How many what?
Like people in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, like when I work like the morning shift, it's me and one other person for like 3 or 4 hours of my shift. But when I work evenings, it's just me.
Yeah.
Connect. Arizona is all dry heat except for I think in monsoon season. It's a dry heat. It's different. It's weird. 117 degrees after you've been outside for a little bit doesn't feel that bad. Like I was outside last night and I'm like, it doesn't feel that bad. What is it? And they're like, it's 102. I'm like, oh, it doesn't feel that bad because it's not humidity. If it was humid, it'd be fucking miserable.
When it's humid, it's worse. Yeah, dry heat's not so bad.
No, it still sucks because you're walking outside and it feels like you're in a damn oven. I opened up my fucking apartment door the other day and it felt like I opened up an oven that was preheating.
Oh shit.
I'm like, holy shit. But once you're outside, it's not that bad. It's just that initial, let's go outside. Well, Marta, I actually, and Kanak and anybody mentioning it, humidity sucks, and I'm used to humidity. I'm from Ohio, and Ohio has humidity, and their summers are sometimes like 90 degrees, but it feels like fucking 100 because the humidity. At least out here, 100 is 100, not fucking like Jesus. But the one thing about back home that I liked compared to Arizona is when it's hot, you're driving, you can roll down your window and you have cold air hitting your face.
Yeah.
In Arizona, you roll down your window and you have a fucking hair dryer blowing in your face. It's not a cool air at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's not at all. Like, fuck. Yesterday it was 100 and humidity. Where you live at again, Renee? I'm sorry. I'm awful. I'm a bad. My memory, it's not that my memory's bad. Like, if you tell me something 2 weeks ago, I might remember it. But if you tell me something 5 minutes ago, it's fucking gone. But it's weird because sometimes I remember shit easily. I don't know what my deal is. Florida. Oh yeah, that's right. You live in Florida. Fuck that.
Mumbai's humid, Kanak says.
The city of Mumbai, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mumbai is all about humidity. I hate going to Mumbai for just that reason. Humidity sucks. It sucks fucking bad. And people back home are like, how the fuck do you handle that hot of weather? And I'm like, stay inside.
That's the answer.
Unless if you want to get fucking sun cancer.
Well, what's crazy is my friends back home are like, that's no way to live, staying inside. I'm like, what do you guys do during the fucking winter?
Yeah.
You stay inside. It's the same concept. It's just reversed.
Mm.
We treat our summers out here like you do your winters and shit. Like when you get snow and stuff. I don't know if Australia gets snow, but that's just a
in different states we do, yeah.
It's weird.
Places like in Melbourne and Canberra.
You know what's weird about Arizona? You can be in Phoenix in the winter, and you can drive about an hour away, and you're still in Arizona, and there'll be fucking snow.
I'd heard of that. Yeah, there's even a North Pole experience apparently somewhere in Arizona.
Yeah, Flagstaff is the
That's
name of
it. Yeah.
Flagstaff. Their weather is much different than Phoenix, and they're only an hour away because they're elevated.
Yeah.
They have normal seasons. They have like winter and shit. Like it snows.
Yeah.
People in Phoenix, if they want to take their kids sled riding, will drive to Flagstaff because it'll go from 80 degrees to fucking, I think, 50 or 40 and snowing. like, well, in Arizona, all you got to do if you want to experience a certain season, you just go to another fucking town. Greg fell asleep. Oh, there it is.
I'm getting messages from Tinder.
From Tinder?
Yeah,
Tinder.
this time of yeah.
Did you get a match?
The fucking morning at like 3:30.
Did you get a match?
Yeah. I'm busy right now. I'm doing a podcast. Goes, oh really? What's a podcast? And she's like, oh, how to pick up chicks on Tinder. I'm like, no, just look it up on YouTube.
Pink sock.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's funny. Garak is actually promoting the podcast through dating apps.
Yeah, you guys promotion video I posted you've done. I put them up as my dating fucking profile.
That's his profile picture.
What's a pink sock? Hey,
I'll show you.
after our date night.
That's a weird pickup line. What's a pink sock? I'll show you.
Oh yeah. Pulls out a pink sock.
So I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans, but a buddy of mine gave me an idea. He was like, let's do an OnlyFans, but you charge per video. It's me trying a different strain of cannabis and giving all the facts about it.
Yeah.
It's called Only Strains. Yeah. How about that?
I should just start an OnlyFans page with me just lifting weights.
Well, I was going to start an OnlyFans page, and if you pay a certain amount, I'll show you my butthole. No. Oh. Everybody awkwardly laughs when I say fucked up shit, and it's hilarious. You're like, do I laugh or do I just sit here?
I'm hide in my closet.
I want to start an OnlyFans where I try different types of brands and call it only brands, and just try like Raisin Bran and all kinds of different brands. Is there different brands like Raisin Bran, Cranberry Bran?
Maybe.
No, just Raisin Bran.
Sounds like a different genre of music.
Brandcore?
Yeah. Raisin core, raisin core.
But new wave British brandcore.
How's everybody's guitar playing going at the moment? Has anyone been playing guitar?
Yeah, it's going better this week.
I have not picked up my guitar in quite some time. It needs new strings.
Yeah.
If only fams.
Not just for
The thing is though, the thing about OnlyFans is, and I will say this, it has such a bad reputation. It makes no sense. Like, yeah, there's sex workers on there, but who gives a shit? Sex work is work. We all watch porn. Well, not all of us, but us degenerates do.
Yeah, us lonely people do.
Yeah, you don't have to be lonely to watch porn.
Shut up.
That's why you invite friends over.
That just gets too weird, man.
It doesn't get weird unless you're not wearing pants.
Still gets weird.
I watch porn for the stories. Like, I sit there, I'm like, why is she getting fucked? Like, you know what I mean?
What did you think?
You know you're lonely when you watch porn to find out how they get to that point. It's never realistic either. Like,
Yeah.
Like it starts off, he finds a girl on Tinder and she ghosts him. And then like he tries to hang out with her and then nothing. And then he meets somebody else. Like the whole movie's an hour long, but only 5 minutes of it is him actually finally having sex with somebody.
Could you imagine like
here's the answer.
hours of, could you
Anders has got the answer.
Oh, question. I got a good question before you continue, Greg. It's just something that popped up. Why is it that if you have sex with somebody on camera and get paid, that is legal? But if you have sex off camera and get paid, that's prostitution. That's illegal.
I don't know. It's dumb.
I don't know.
Opinion.
Like in the words of George Carlin, selling is legal, right? Fucking is legal. Why isn't selling fucking legal? I don't know. Anyway, they can claim diseases and shit, but you can test people. That's what they do in Nevada. They test the women and the men. And the fact of the matter is you can get fucking food poisoning too. But we still eat food. So you can get diseases and you can still eat. Anyway, continue what you were saying.
Well, yeah, the hours of shooting a porn scene. Like, could you imagine that? Like, that's just crazy. Like, okay, do this for a couple of minutes, then let's do a still, and then.
Oh, you mean imagine the script of a porno?
Yeah, like it just goes on and on and on and on. Like,
do you figure they script the cum shot?
I reckon they do.
You come at this point. Well, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I want it in this angle.
I don't want to be known as the professor of sex. I want to be like, when I get older, I want to be like the Pope of dope. The current position is filled by Tommy Chong, but I'm hoping to become the new Pope of dope after Seth Rogen. Anyway, I mean, I've got a long ways to go. Well, by the way, what's that shirt you're wearing? Calabrese. You want to talk a little bit about this Calabrese band? You're a huge fan. You're gonna cry.
Sorry.
He's trying to pick up chicks on my show.
Yeah, at 3:30 in the morning.
He's over there sending dick pics and shit on the air.
Dick pics on Tinder? What do you want about?
Oh, you give him your phone
I've
number.
only got the standard version, bro. Fuck. Calabrese is a three-piece band. A three-piece band that's formed by three brothers, and it's like the genre of music is like horror punk, I guess, and a bit of like
It's like Misfits.
yeah, but then it's a kind of like a crossover of Misfits, Elvis, Tiger Army. So basically, like I describe the music as like if Elvis and Danzig had a baby, that's them because
Elvis and Danzig's the same person. What are you talking about?
Shut up.
I really like
They're a great band. I go and listen to them.
I really
Very
like
catchy.
I really like Danzig and Alien.
I'm just going to say there's a massive thunderstorm going on outside my house at the moment. So
Please be careful.
flashing lightning.
It's not like a hurricane or anything, is it?
No, it's just might get noisy and maybe light up the room. I don't know.
Aliens are there, man.
Welcome to Germany.
Yeah.
So I have a buddy who told me a hilarious fucking story the other day, so I need to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
I forget how he said it, like the term, but his brother told him, "Hey, say this in your German speaking class." Like he was learning how to speak German.
Yeah.
Say this out loud in your class when you walk in. That means you're happy to be here. And he's like, okay. So he slammed open the door and walked into the class and yelled it, and everybody was like, and he's like, maybe I didn't say that right. And he sat down, and the teacher took him to the side after class, and she's like, why did you say that? And he's like, my brother told me it means I'm happy to be here. She's like, do you know what that is? He's like, no, it means exterminate the Jews. He fucking walked into German class and yelled that.
Oh, that's hilarious. People would have looked at him and like, whoa.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks he's like some fucking racist piece of shit.
Oh no.
And I think he said there was a couple Jews in his class that was learning German. I'm like, God, that sucks, bro.
That does.
That's fucking awful. Oopsies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck. And for those of you that are easily offended, I'll get you a tissue. But anything I say on this show is stories. I don't support anything that is said. It's just fucking hilarious. I think crazy shit like that's fucking funny. That's fucking hilarious. I guess his brother got in trouble.
Yeah.
Beat up.
I keep hearing random noises and I'm starting to get concerned because I don't know. Somebody's knocking at the door. I ain't answering it.
It's probably Tony.
No, he has keys.
Oh, okay. But still, might be Tony.
Might be.
See that he got a haircut now. He kind of looks like Justin Timberlake.
It's funny when he got his haircut. I sent him a message. I'm like, settle down, John Cena. Save some pussy for the rest of us. I bought him a pair of those glasses I got, and he looks like the fucking dude from The Big Lebowski, Walter.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too. I was gonna add a picture up on there.
He actually wore them when he went bowling.
Oh, really?
Holy shit, you're shiny. Look at that.
I know, I got the whole beard trimmed.
Did you like wax your head?
Feels good.
Your head looks like a freshly shaven sack.
Hey, I'm gonna keep that for Mike Fasana part 2.
If you want to know what Mike Fasano's sack looks like, tell
The sack is back. That can be the advertisement for the part 2.
Use that as my display name when he comes on. The sack is back. Oh man,
you brought. Yes, I did. Most certainly did. I brought Moon. So this is But yeah, The Sack is Back sounds like a really weird porn sequel. I don't know if somebody's banging on the door or fixing their car outside. If like
maybe banging in the car.
Well, they could be.
You know, I've had sex in my van a few times. That you're welcome for that knowledge, but having sex in a vehicle is fun and all, but in the back of a van's even more fun because you have more space. What's the proper response if a cop catches you? You want to join? Like what do you
respect my authority?
Is it illegal to have sex in a vehicle if it has tinted windows?
Yeah, maybe.
How the heck did you manage to do that?
Caught, then yes.
I see before and after. Oh, shit. How the heck did you manage to do all of that in this heat?
What?
I'm not too sure what part of the conversation you're referring to, Anders, because we're getting the comments a little after we've talked.
I wonder whether that might be to do with the car. Probably.
It's impossible.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
So your bedroom, what is on your wall there?
That is the Death Comes Lifting October 2020 Season of the Lift poster. I'll show you.
I love your Motorhead blanket.
Yeah, same.
Like, it's awesome.
Oh, that's good. The Motorhead blanket.
God damn, that's bigger than it appeared in the background.
Oh, it's massive.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that's the Season of the Witch.
Yeah, it's got my name on there. I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can't see shit, bro. There's a glare.
Yeah, I can't see.
I see. No, it's all right. You can take a picture later. Let me see. I can't see shit.
Yeah, but it was part of the Bogtober program. Death Comes Lifting, and my name's up on there. I should sign this and auction it off.
I have it signed. So,
yeah.
Speaking of Death Comes Lifting, I actually decided again to check out the Tony Martin era of Black Sabbath. And that dude is severely underrated as a vocalist.
Oh, yeah, we covered the last Tony Martin album. It's got the Reaper.
Yeah, I looked it up and I didn't realize
pretty good.
I didn't realize Tony Martin was in the band almost as long as Ozzy.
Yeah, and Ernie C produced that album.
Oh shit.
Body Count. That's why it was the worst album apparently.
I thought it was good.
I thought and Ice-T done like guest vocals on the first track.
The only album I didn't like by Sabbath, and I like the album, I just didn't like it as a Sabbath album, was Seventh Star.
Oh no, that's rubbish.
Because you didn't have Geezer Butler, and Geezer Butler was one of the main songwriters of Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have Sabbath without Tony and Geezer. You can have it without, I'll get hate for this, but you can have it without Ozzy. I used to be different about that.
I think so too.
As I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that you can still have Sabbath without Ozzy, but you can't have it without Geezer. I do have my moments where I don't call Sabbath when it's certain singers that isn't Ozzy. Like, I'll call it by the popular album of that band.
Yeah.
Of that lineup. Like Dio, I call Heaven and Hell. I'll call Tony Martin. Well, I forget what band I usually call him by, but
no, but like we covered that on the latest episode of the Sabbath Sunday podcast, which I'm in every week. I listened to it because he posts it up on his Patreon, because it's one of those albums that you can't stream or find anywhere. It's just up on YouTube. So he posted it up and I listened to it, like the first 4 songs. It's so heavy. But then at first I thought it was Ronnie James Dio then.
Tony Martin could do Dio shit and it was awesome.
Yeah, I've listened to songs live.
You know what we never got that I really wish we would have though? Not a lot of people realize this, but in 2000, I think it was the early
No rules,
2000s.
rules.
Mob Rules and Heaven and Hell are two amazing albums, but like I was always conflicted on and off. Like my mood changes on this, but I've been very conflicted about calling Black Sabbath without Ozzy. Because it's not the same band. It's
I
not.
know, but then if you still have 3 or 2 of the original members under the name, because like Tony Iommi has been carrying that band for years.
Well, the
until
reason
they broke
why
up.
the reason why I still kind of lean towards still considering it Black Sabbath is because Geezer Butler and Tony Iommi are the two main songwriters. Seventh Star is not a Black Sabbath album at all.
No, but the record company wanted them to leave it as that. Or the manager.
That's like certain bands, but then I would be a hypocrite though because I love bands like Guar and they have no original members.
Yeah.
But with that band, it works because there's no main songwriter. Each album has a different songwriter. Hell, each song has a different songwriter.
Yeah.
And it's been that way since the beginning. I think that's kind of different.
No, but Tony Martin's like so underrated, I think, in that genre of music.
Sometimes for me, it's reverse engineering. I like a song and then I find out the band, but then when I say the name of the song, people just assume I'm a fan of the band. It happens with me a lot, but the fact of the matter is being a music fan that I am, 9 times out of 10, if I mention a song, I listen to the band.
Yeah.
Like 9 times out of 10. Sometimes there's like the one-off. Like I heard this song the other day, but I've never heard of the band before. Like that's happened a few times.
But Spotify is the best for discovering new music.
Yep. Because you can you can set like a station to what band you listen to, and they'll play like music, like similar music.
Yeah. And
I actually discovered the band Goal that way.
Oh yeah.
Ever listen to Goal?
No.
I actually saw Goal. They're opening for Guar. And them opening for Guar is crazy.
That's a funny name to have, like to have a band to open up with Guar with a similar name.
Well, the funny thing is about Goal, Goal and Guar went very well together because Goal wears these like executioner masks. And they're like a death metal type band, so like they're heavy, but they come out and they do similar to Guar. Like they'll kill people on stage. They'll have like blood squirting in the audience. So the whole night I was covered in blood from the get-go because the opening band was just like, and cool thing is about Goal is they've had Oderus Urungus sing on a couple songs.
Oh, that's badass.
Because they were friends. I think they're both from Richmond, Virginia. I could be wrong.
That's cool. No, like I discovered heaps of fucking bands on Spotify, and most of them are from the Lifts and Riffs podcast that Zach does that he posts up every Friday, I think it is, with his co-host, and they just interview like metal bands. Well, he had Max Cavalera's son, Igor Jr.
Oh, badass.
Yeah. I need to ask him about that and see if we can get a hold of him or something. And
any guest you guys want to get a hold of, let me know. Just as long as we are on the same page about dates, so we don't conflict.
Yeah.
And if there's certain guests that can only do 30 minutes, we can get away with having 2 guests on one episode.
Yeah. And he has a band called with his dad Max. He has a band called Go Ahead and Die, and they released an album. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them.
It's so it's like stoner sludge metal. It's so good.
Okay, Kanak and loves death metal stories more than the band. Okay, let me clear something up. I'm kind of anal about genre names, even though they're just made up shit from humans. But Mayhem isn't a death metal band; they're a black metal band.
Yeah.
But Mayhem's fucked up. Have you seen their movie Lords of Chaos? It's based about Mayhem's story.
I've heard about it.
Kanak brought up how their singer dead, I think it's their original singer. He killed himself. He slit both his wrists, slit his throat, and blew his head off with a shotgun.
And then didn't they use his skull or something like that, or bones as a necklace?
One of the guitarists used pieces of the skull to make a necklace. The other bandmates thought it was fucked up, and they fired that guy, I think. And that guy ended up getting killed, I think, by the rhythm guitarist. But
That's fucked up.
that same guy took a picture of his dead body and used it as an album cover.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
So you can find the his dead body. But you know what's more fucked up about that?
Who was it again?
His name's Dead. That was a stage name. I forget his real name.
But he was the band?
Mayhem.
Oh yeah, I heard of them. Yeah.
They also was known for burning churches back in the day, and using that as album art.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But I think they're from. Are they from Sweden?
Yes. They sound like a Swedish band anyway. I don't know. Ask Roxy.
Swedish black metal. But Mayhem, the more messed up part is Death's suicide note. Dead suicide note said, "Sorry for the mess." That's what it's. Yeah. Sorry for the
up shit.
Sorry for the mess.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up. But like you remember that documentary that Sam done? Like
who?
The Headbangers Journey.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he interviewed one of the band members from Mayhem, and it was just like just a piece of shit.
It might have been Varj, because I think Varj was the only original member, and he isn't consistent. He went to jail for murdering their original guitarist. I don't know if he's still in the band or not.
I don't know. No, he got an interview with him, and it was just like just a jerk.
He isn't in the band anymore. The only original member of Mayhem, if they even have any, yeah, they do. Necro Butcher, the bass player.
Necro Butcher.
And Hellhammer has been with the band since 1988.
Yeah.
So since he's been on all their releases. Necro Butcher and Hellhammer has been on all their releases, and so has Attila Kazar. It's weird because their current singer has been on all their releases, but none of the members besides Necro Butcher is original.
Okay. Yeah. That was like their first album cover too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
No, the death photo is up for a live album.
Wow, was it?
It was a live album before, because they didn't release their first studio full-length album until after he had died and the band had broken up and then got back together and shit. They just released EPs.
That's fucked up.
So it was for a live album. It was the last album that Dead's vocals appeared on. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. But the band has been through so many lineup changes. They didn't release an album until 94, and they broke up in 91, I think, or 93 or some shit.
Are they still around?
They're still around, yeah. They've had a consistent lineup since, well, they've switched guitarists in 2011 and 12, but they've had the same three other members since 92.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their vocalist, they've had a lot of vocal issues.
Yeah.
What's crazy is their current vocalist left in 93, was replaced, and then came back, and he was replaced by the guy that replaced the original vocalist. Okay. So he was replaced by a guy that wasn't on any releases. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Speaking of death, did you know that Stone Temple Pilots, all their previous singers are dead, if I'm not mistaken?
Are they?
I do believe.
Wasn't Scott Weiland the original?
Yeah, Scott Weiland was the original. When, he had a drug problem, and they got rid of him and replaced him with Chester Bennington.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't really for a tour, was it?
No, he was in the band from 2013 till 15.
Oh, okay.
And Chester Bennington left to pursue Linkin Park.
To focus on Linkin Park.
and Stone Temple Pilots kind of took a few years of a break, and then when Chester died, Stone Temple Pilots came back with Jeff Gutt on vocals, and he's still their vocalist.
Yeah, I heard good things about him.
He's really good. My only complaint is he seems like he tries way too hard to be like Scott Weiland, like he dresses like him and shit. But he's a good vocalist. Check out their newer album. And Mayhem's from Norway. I knew it was Norwegian or Swedish.
Yeah.
Mayhem actually just announced a tour, I guess, for 2021.
No.
So Chester's death affected me a lot too. But the death that hit me the worst was Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Williams.
Chris Cornell caught me by surprise.
It took me by surprise too because I was supposed to see him that day.
Yeah, and I watched final footages of him. And he was like mumbling his words and shit at the end, and and then I guess that happened in the hotel room.
Well, what's fucked up is I was going to Rock on the Range that year, and Soundgarden was supposed to headline Friday, and he killed himself Thursday night, I do believe.
Yeah, it was after a gig.
My ex was supposed to go to Detroit and see that gig.
Yeah.
And she told me that, I'll just see him at Rock on the Range. And he killed himself that night.
Yeah.
And I woke up to the news and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man. Same. Like,
and that whole weekend was weird. Like, we had a tornado the day he was supposed to be there, or hurricane, or whatever the technical term is. But we had something, and the show still went on. They ended up having headlining the co-headliner headlined, so live headlined. It was their first show in a while with their original vocalist, and then they had Corey Taylor come out. And he did two Chester Bennington covers.
Yeah.
Or not Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell covers, sorry. He did Temple of the Dog, and he also did, I forget what else. And I guess he stopped singing towards the end and just walked off stage because he just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because his friend had just died.
Yeah.
Right? Literally, Stone Sour was doing a pre-show before Rock on the Range.
Yeah.
And they had 2 hours to practice Outshined because they were doing the cover in his memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just fun.
And then a year later, Chester Bennington died on his birthday or something like that.
Kanak is on it. He sung Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. That was a really touching tribute.
And Linkin Park was like one of my favorite bands growing up.
Dude, I was supposed to see Linkin Park on that tour they announced before he died.
Yeah.
And then he died, and I'm like, fuck, I guess I ain't seeing Linkin Park anymore.
I like Chester's got like one of the best like vocalists out there. He can sing. The man can sing.
I heard a rumor that Linkin Park might continue on in the next year or so. They just took a break in to respect his death and not do it too soon. Because if you think about it, Linkin Park, if I'm not mistaken, they were a band before Chester was in the band. They just never released an album.
Right.
It was more of a hip hop group, wasn't it?
No, they were a heavier band, I think.
My daughter's a fan of Linkin Park. She really likes Linkin Park.
Like the first album, Meteora, and Minutes.
Yeah. Well, no, their first album was Hybrid.
The first two albums were great. The Minutes to Midnight was okay, and then I kind of just went.
Hybrid Theory was their first album.
Yeah.
When they first formed, it was Mike Shinoda, Rob Burden. I can't fucking speak today, and Brad Delson. It was those three. They were actually a punk band, I think, when they first started. They were known as Zero. They had an album called Zero.
Yeah.
And they weren't known as Linkin Park yet. Their original singer was, hold on, I'm trying to find out I forget his name. But Bennington's original band was Grey Days, which they just released their debut album not too long ago. It was previously unreleased songs.
All
Yeah.
right.
And yeah, the band I guess they were talking about doing something because according to Wikipedia, Linkin Park bassist Dave Farrell revealed that the band is working on new music.
That'd be cool.
What would you do? Would you just have Mike Shinoda just do his rapping shit?
I don't know.
Or would you replace Chester with somebody else?
I reckon just get a bunch of guest vocalists.
Mark Wakefield was the original singer of Linkin Park.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he was the singer. Well, they were known as Zero back then. They weren't Linkin Park.
Yeah.
But technically they were Linkin Park.
Yeah. But then even Eddie Van Halen's death shocked me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, according to this, they haven't really found a new singer yet that's been announced. They just have Mike Shinoda as vocalist.
Yeah, but he won't do the screaming parts.
No, but for the screaming part, you can either bring in guest vocalists or find someone.
Yeah, they done that with is it Suicide Silence?
Yeah, Suicide Silence got a new vocalist. The Tee.
Yeah, he's from All Shall Perish, apparently.
Yes, Linkin Park did almost die with Chester's death, but let's come together though when it comes to like deaths in a band. Let's respect the band for wanting to continue on after like a tragedy like a death, and let's look at the fact that the band has 6 members. All of them are original, by the way. They've all been with the band since the first album. There's one that's gone. Yes, he was a great vocalist. Yes, he was an influence.
Wait, the bass player was I thought I didn't know the bass player was the original because he wasn't really announced as a member.
Their bassist, Dave Farrell, has been with the band since '96.
Yeah.
They had bassists before that. They've had touring members because he did leave for a little while, but I think he's been on every release.
Yeah.
They have had session bassists, so maybe he wasn't on all of the releases, but I think he was. Because he's listed in the band from 96 to 99. He left, came back in 2000. He's been with the band ever since.
Yeah.
So Linkin Park has still got mostly all of the original members from their first album. So why can't they continue on?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be good if they did, yeah.
Like, at least in memory of Chester. At least do like one album maybe in his memory, maybe a tour.
Well, maybe I'm sure there's like lost recordings that never got done. They could use.
They did recently release lost recordings, like I said, of Chester's first band.
Okay, so I know Chester did. I know Chester done a thing with Corey Taylor, did he?
Yeah,
Matt Heafy or something like that.
What's weird? Another thought. I don't know how true this is, but I believe when Chris Cornell died, he was working on a new Soundgarden album, and most of it was done.
Yeah. Well, they released a statement saying that they want to keep the band moving.
I've read that, but how?
Yeah.
Like, who would you have sing? Like, no disrespect towards anyone, but who could replace Chris Cornell in that band? Like,
you can't.
But in the same sense as Linkin Park, though, the band's mostly original. At least in terms of like debut album, because you've had the same lead guitarist, the same bassist, the same drummer, just about, and you've had pretty much the same lineup, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're gonna do, because from what I've read, Chris Cornell was working on like 3 albums.
Oh wow. And he done the Temple of the Dog reunion as well.
Yeah, they were working on a new Temple of the Dog album, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
And Audio Slave was possibly working on a new album.
Who?
Temple, Audio Slave.
Oh wow.
So Chris Cornell was possibly working on like 3 or 4 albums. I don't know how true that is. I just read that somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw the like the one-off reunion they done like a couple of years ago, and I don't know. He didn't look right there.
I was thinking the other day, how great is it? Yes, I love all the bands. I love them all. But how great is it that Rage Against the Machine is back?
Yeah.
It took Cypress Hill getting back together to get Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, Prophets of Rage, yeah.
Prophets of Rage. Prophets of Rage was fucking amazing.
They weren't too bad. Like, I don't know. I fucked the world with song.
It was just Cypress Hill meets Rage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have
and
you
then when they said that Rage Against Machines coming back together, Prophets of Rage called it.
Did Prophets of Rage quit? Because Cypress Hill never really took a break. They just did both.
I've heard that Prophets of Rage are not touring anymore because the Rage Against the Machine came back together.
You know what they should do? If they're able to, because Prophets of Rage broke up in 2019 officially. But why don't they just do both? Could you imagine a Prophets of Rage Against the Machine tour?
Yeah.
Well, now that
what would you call that tour though?
The Machine. Don't touch the Tom Morello L. Tom Morello L. It's his new band. Yeah. I'm really glad so many bands are back together. Mudvayne's back together.
I don't know, man.
Mudvayne is back together. Now that Mudvayne's back together, we could possibly get that Slipknot Mudvayne tour.
I don't know. I did like Mudvayne, but I don't know. There's something about Chad Gray that I don't like.
I love Chad Gray, bro. He's a hell of a vocalist.
He is. But like, you know, have you seen like all those memes of that?
Yeah, that's what caused. I think that's what caused Mudvayne to get back together.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. You know how crazy I'm seeing Mudvayne, and I'll let you know how crazy the crowd gets when that song plays.
Yeah.
Why don't you dig? Bury me. I fucking love that song.
But like his vocals, like when he like sings, he's like blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like it's crazy when he sings that song.
Believe it or not, though, he is singing every single word.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant.
He's like the Tech 9 of metal.
I remember someone on my Instagram, right, posted up like this brutal death metal band, and like all he was doing is like pig squealing and all that shit. And she goes, just takes so much talent to get that fucking voice so brutal. Then I replied, yeah, until he blows his vocals out. And then she didn't reply back.
What's really crazy, like, I don't know. I was watching live performances of different bands, and there's some bands that do that style that when they do it live, they're not singing lyrics. They're just making noise.
What, death metal bands?
Not just death metal bands. Like, as much love as I have for them, I'm going to go back to Guar for a minute. Dave Brocky has been known because he doesn't want to sound like the studio. He wants to give fans an actual show. That he will sometimes not sing lyrics, sing out of pitch, sing the song completely different. Like some shows, he just go like shit like that.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool yet awful at the same time.
Yeah.
He makes a guitar out of a cable. Oh, he makes a sound out of a guitar to cable. You know who's really fucking killer that does that is fucking John 5. He doesn't get enough credit. That dude's a fucking killer guitar player.
Underrated.
Like, yeah, people's like, well, he plays for Rob Zombie. Yes, but listen to his solo shit. Listen to him actually play.
Man. his whole career. He done a song or album with David Lee Roth.
He
is
is
Teddy Lang.
He is David Lee Roth's guitar player.
Yeah, well, he did release an album which that would never get released.
According to sources, that's going to possibly be released soon.
Not really.
But I think John 5, I could be mistaken, but I think he was on all of David Lee Roth's solo albums.
I doubt that.
I think he was.
Steve Vai was.
Steve Vai was on a couple, but he wasn't like they did it together, I think.
Yeah, but Jason Becker was there for the beginning, I believe.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure Jason Becker was the first.
Steve Vai was the first.
Oh, yeah. Then Jason Becker took over.
I'm mistaken. Steve Vai was the first. And then Skyscraper was released, and Steve Vai was still with the band. I think John 5 was a ghostwriter for him.
Maybe. But but then like his whole career, like he's worked with so many artists, like as a session.
Oh, guess who played for on his third album?
Yeah.
Jason Becker and Steve Hunter.
Oh man.
Oh, right.
Jason Becker, man. God bless that guy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not seeing John 5 listed on the album, so I think he was just a ghostwriter.
Maybe.
Because that's something he does. I think it's wrong, but there's a lot of artists that write songs and shit and don't get credit for it. That's what we call ghostwriters. Record companies pay them to write the music, and they don't get any credit for it. And I think that's fucking...
That's like the drummer from Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Whatever his name was. He was on Coffee Talk like a year ago or something like that.
But yeah, John 5 is uncredited for a lot of shit. Like, he's done a lot of stuff that he was uncredited for, and a lot of musicians have. And I think that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, what? What do you think the new Rob Zombie album is going to be called? Speaking of...
I don't know.
Like, he just released one, but if he releases another one, what's it going to be called?
Something that it's just going to be that long. Like all of these song titles.
Like the longest title for a movie?
Yeah. Like, he's only doing it just to piss people off. Like...
Yeah. Yeah, like
he said in the interview, like the only reason why he makes those song titles and album titles long is just to annoy people.
Did you ever watch his interview where they asked him? There's a photo floating around of him with, I think, James Brown and Ozzy Osbourne, and they're like, "That's a really no." It was him, Rick James, and Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah. And they were like, how did that come about? And Rob Zombie's like, well, we were at a festival and I was smoking crack with Rick James and Ozzy Osbourne. And I'm like, you said that like it's like a normal Saturday.
Yeah. Like it just, whatever. Like right? I've met Rob once and the whole band, and they're just chill dudes.
I've never met Rob yet, but I have met John, and he's really nice guy. Like I don't think he's human. I don't think anybody that plays like that and has that level of fame can be that level of nice. And those that never met John 5 will not understand.
He's vegan, that's why.
Doyle's vegan too, and he's an asshole. So that's not.
Could be a nice asshole.
By the way, if we ever get an offer to have Doyle on here, I will interview him, but I'll be very hesitant about it. I love his music, but I just had an ex.
I'll make sure I'll get jacked up for that.
It could be like I could be wrong. I could be wrong. If you're listening, Doyle, I could be wrong. It's just a really bad situation with an ex of mine. She interviewed Doyle, and he was an asshole to her. But I mean, Looking back at the way she's been talking shit about me and stuff, I mean, I don't blame him. Like, if she's that two-faced. Ouch. You like my new necklace?
I like your Black Sabbath t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, no, it's that. Yeah, on the t-shirt.
kissing ass there, mate. No, I'm joking.
It's all demons and it has 666 on it and shit.
Is that the Sabbath bloody Sabbath thing?
I think so.
I think so too.
But this necklace I think is pretty cool. It looks like a marijuana bud.
Does
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And it's made of wood. And the same company that does that, they're called Nug Jewelry. I think they're called Nug Jewelry. Nugs Jewelry, something like that. I don't know. I'm a stoner. I don't remember. But anyway, it's called Nugs Jewelry. Nugz Jewelry. They're not promotion. I'm just helping them out here with getting promotion out. But Nugs Jewelry sells these types of necklaces and earrings and shit. But they make the buds and shit. They have different strains that they make, like they will carve and shit. So like it's cool. They have different strains because each strain of cannabis has a different look, and it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's fucking awesome. I like art shit like that.
You can use it as a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, I think they might sell Christmas ornaments. But what's funny is I got this box. I'm a member of the smoking team in Arizona.
Of course you are.
But they gave me a gift box I paid for. And check this out. Remember Blockbuster? It came in this box. It's a old VHS tape box.
Yeah.
And it says bowl smoker.
That's brilliant.
And I opened it up, and that's where all of my stuff was inside of this cassette, this old VHS tape box, which I think is brilliant. But it also is pretty cool because it came with a membership card for the smoking team, and the card looks like a Blockbuster card.
Arizona smoking team.
That's good.
They're called the
That is
Arizona.
good.
They're called the Arizona smoking team. They're great. I plan on going on there and meeting more people and making friends out here because I have issues. I don't know if it's just my luck or whatever, but I'll make a friend and we'll make plans to hang out. They'll ghost me. We'll make more plans to hang out. They'll either things will come up or whatever, and I understand that, but then they'll just disappear.
Yeah.
But Anders, like you're a member of a smoking team. I look like I smoke. But anyway, it also came with
It's a private club.
it's like a biker club.
Yeah, pretty much, but for smokers.
It came with this laminate, like a VIP
Oh,
thing.
VIP.
I don't know what the VIP thing's good for. It says all access. I don't know what it's good for. I'll need to ask them.
Whether there's some special smoking lounge somewhere.
Well, no, they have events and shit that they'll throw, and you can go to. So I'm wondering if that's like VIP access to the events.
Maybe.
And then here's a certificate.
be.
Here's a certificate to prove I'm a member. And it also came with. The reason why I'm sharing this is because I really love the stickers I got.
Oh, that's good.
And then I've got this is a guy. He's a member of the group. His name's Scotty Karate.
Bloody Creati.
And yes, that's him in a Speedo. I don't know the guy, but I fucking love it. And there's a sticker that says "This is not Jamaica." And then I've got Monster High sticker. I mean, I don't know what company makes these stickers. I don't know if it's Scotty Karate himself or there's a sticker company, but I'll find out. And then we got a small, very insane person. That's the only people I hang out with.
Sounds like a fucking wrestling.
Scotty Karate?
Yeah.
I'll tell him that. I haven't met this guy. I don't know. Like, I've seen him on the smoking team. I'm weird. I have anxiety. A lot of you people might not realize this because I do this show, but I do. So I've been very iffy about getting on there and hanging out with random people. Like, I'll admit, whenever I make plans to hang out with a new person, part of me is like, I hope they cancel. As bad as that is, I love meeting new people, and I love finally hanging out with people. I love it. But my anxiety gets so bad that I get very nervous the first time I hang out with someone. I'm weird.
Sometimes for me, it's like just large crowds, or just anywhere.
I'm weird though, because like sometimes I'm like, fuck it, let's do it, and then I go do it, no problem. But there's other times where I'm like, I make the plan, and then the day comes, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go through with this.
I'm exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
That's why I understand if people like ghost me or cancel, but I also don't, because communicate that. Like, hey, I don't want to hang out. I'm having a problem right now, or I don't want to hang out. Don't fucking just ghost people. You know what I mean? I had this girl I was talking to, not in Arizona, but I had this girl I was talking to back in Ohio. And I like this girl a lot. And me and her was like on again, off again for like 11 years. And here's why. She'll make a plan to hang out and then will ghost me. And then will tell me, she'll ghost me for like a week and then will message me the day after we were supposed to hang out. And I'm like, dude, why didn't you just tell me you couldn't? Like, I get it. It's just fucking annoying. Every time we're supposed to hang out, you do this shit.
Yeah.
And then she would ignore like what I said and then make plans to hang out and then do it again. And me being a dumbass, I let her fucking do it, and the hopes that things would change, I guess. But the final straw for me me and her were supposed to go on a date, I guess. She wanted to like try dating, and this was many months ago. And we we're supposed to try dating, and she said, I'll blah, 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 whatever. She ended up canceling the date without telling me. Like, she never told me. She ghosted me for 3 days. Come to find out, I didn't hear from her for like weeks. She messaged me, found out she went and hung out with another dude, had sex with him, and got pregnant.
Well, that's nasty.
And then wondered why I was pissed. And she's like, well, you just got out of a relationship. I didn't want to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, communicate that. Don't make a date with somebody and then fucking go be with somebody else. And then that wasn't even the final straw. The final straw was she wanted to try long distance dating. Things have changed. She actually hung out with me. It was cool. And then come to find out, she had been talking to somebody else this entire time. And then they ended up dating after I left for Arizona. And I flipped out on her before I left. I'm like, this is kind of bullshit. I get it. We're not dating. I understand. If you're talking to somebody else, that's fine. But don't tell me there's nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make plans with me and ghost me for somebody else. Just explain. I'm an understanding person. Explain to me what the fuck is going on so I don't get my hopes up or wonder what the hell's going on. Because when I make plans with somebody, I free up my day. If you ghost me, you just you basically wasted my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, don't fucking waste my time.
Like, exactly. And I've had that experience as well.
I'm like, I get it. I'm
an experience with friends when they've done that. Yeah.
I'm an understanding person. I really am. I fucking hate it though when people do stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, don't just ignore people. Just tell them, hey, I don't want to hang out anymore.
Yeah, that's like one girl that I was chatting to. Like she was split up with her partner, and then she's like, oh, since her son's going back to school, we might have some time to hang out. I'm like, I'm gonna be busy, but I'll keep you up to date with her. And she liked my comment. And then like last night, like on the train ride home, she was like hanging out with her ex again for like a 3-year anniversary, and I'm like, oh, okay, then I see how it is. And then I just like I unfriended her on Facebook, and then just sent her a message on Instagram. So I'm like, peace, and then unfollowed her.
What kind of pisses me off though about the situation I just explained is like she would apologize and she'd be like, I want things to change because I really do like you and I've liked you for a long time, and then she'd do the same shit.
Yeah.
And then I would flip out on her because any normal person would. I mean, I'm the asshole. Like, this is why I'm single. And this isn't me like just ranting and raving. This is just, well, it is, but it's not. It's fucked up. This is kind of a message to people that do that shit. Don't. Just tell people, hey, I don't want to hang out. Or Especially like I understand
Yeah.
if I don't know you and you do that, it's one thing. But if it's somebody you've known for years and you supposedly like a lot and you supposedly have a connection towards, you kind of expect better out of these people. You don't expect better out
You
of a
do.
stranger, but you expect better out of somebody you've known for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you had a lucky escape there.
This is why I'm single. This shit happens to me all the time. And it's crazy because it's trauma response. I'll be talking to somebody and they won't talk to me for a couple days. And I got to tell myself, hey, they're just busy because I'm so used to people just ghosting me.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up.
Mm.
It's fucked up. I'm used to crazy shit like that. But anyway, I'm going to call this show. Well, people don't like the taste of their own medicine.
No, they don't.
I actually deleted this person and then they messaged me. I'm like, what do you want? Like you've been playing games with me. There's this other girl back home that I was talking to. They kept telling me, here's the boundaries. I don't want this out of you or this. And then she would turn around and flirt with me. And then want to hang out. And then she's like, well, we can't hang out. I've got a boyfriend. And then we'll turn around. She doesn't have a boyfriend. I'm like, don't play these fucking games with me. Like, I'm cool with being friends. I'm cool with just friends with benefits. I'm cool with whatever. Communicate what you want to be and stick with it. If feelings are developed and you want to be more, then communicate that. But don't go back and forth with what the fuck you want. Don't say you want more and then change your mind 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
Because that's playing games with people, and we ain't got fucking time for games.
No.
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
Either you want to die with me or you don't. You know what I mean? But next week, I'm going to call it quits on that note. Next week, we have Jeff Towers. Jeff Towers. He's played with anyone that you can think of. And I mean, eventually I do plan on getting Sigourney Weaver of the movie Aliens. I would love to get Alice Cooper though. Like I would love. Yes, I need a fresh towel. Mine stands up on its own. Yes, $5. But let's call this show quits for today. And I'll see you guys next week. Remember, live long.
Sunday podcast.
Watch Sabbath Bloody Sunday podcast. Tony's making an appearance. Hey, come on in here. This is my boyfriend, Chicano Q.
Hello.
He's like the opposite of the guy from Home Improvement. You can only see him from the neck down. But love you guys. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Live long, rock hard.
All right, time to get back to my Tinder messages.